Hey guys, Friday, March 8th, 2024, U.S. session close and nat gas. Without any further delay, let's get into it. Nat gas is still below value area low of 184 in the monthly. You can see that volume has increased this week, so far above average, so that's good. You can see that we have pulled back. Looking at the daily, spinning top, undecided, doesn't want to go higher, but doesn't want to go lower today. Just wants to stay put. We'll look at the volume. You can see that for today, it's pretty mixed. Might be a little edge to the bulls, but below average on the daily. And you're below the anchored VWAP. So how you like those apples? Let's look at the simple glance. Nothing's really changed here. The only thing is that we're still in chop fest. Holding the mobile bands of we pierced it but closed right above it at 177, and then the high was 190. PPSL signal MACD is still negative, and if we go, let's look at our 4-hour on the Gann grid. You can see that we almost kissed this angle, which is the 1x3, but chopping back and forth, selling, buying. The good thing is above the impulse wave, which is $1.79. So that's, I think, the only positive thing. Other than that, it's just a battle between the bulls and the bears. But according to game theory, you're on the weaker side slightly, just because you're below the 1x1. You can tell you're weak, because you know what? The trend is still down, even though on the daily and the shorter time frame it got positive. So could it be a dead cat bounce? I don't know. Too early to tell. There's a lot of things here that are interesting, but price is king is going to do what's going to do. Let's put our Andrews Pitchfork here, and then we'll look at the midpoint, and then we got to look over the weekend and get some data and kind of figure out what's happening here. As you can see, when we modified our Andrews Pitchfork, this is the 25%. We found support right there. Bounce right back up. This is which is a 50% coming from the swing points on the higher time frame, and you can see that it failed to close above the 50% here. So just kind of chopping around. Let's look at our midpoint chart. Day I'm watching is the 1/3 in regards to time here. This is the 1/4. 1/3 is going to be the 12th. And we kissed this pivot here, failed to close above 184, and it's just below the monthly midpoint. In regards to the week, so far this held. This would have been a nice. I'm on the sidelines. I didn't want to. I want to assess the close and look at all the data and then make my mind for Monday. But this held, so that's good. We bounced off here, but you know what? Now the challenge is even harder because now we got to get above 188. So far, once we close, I don't know if we closed yet, but we'll go over to the video. And we never got to close above today, above 187. So we'll see how that's going to go. But let's look at the square of 9. Just to kind of digest what happened. So 175, almost at the zero. Took it down at one point here. And then popped up all the way to like 183, right? Yep. The high was 183. And then back to 179 right here. So this was the range today. This little movement right here. From 175 to 183. Question is, for next week, are we going to push lower to 169 to 163 like this, or even 157, or maybe just halfway, or are we going to chug along and push higher, regain 183, retest 190, and regain 197, penetrate 194 to 197, and eventually hit 201 or 204, because that was the high right here. We'll see. We gotta look at the data, but I just want to give you kind of like just what kind of happened here. There was a battle. They pushed it down. It was the head fake. They pushed it up, but there was not a lot of momentum, at least to close like very positive. So well, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll be working on my weekly forecast for next week, looking at all the data and just seeing what's the probabilities of what could happen for next week. Have a great weekend, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on natural gas.